So I had a client reach out to me about a cheap tattoo they got that they were really unhappy with, and they said that they liked my work and my style and wanted to see if there was anything that I could do to possibly give it a makeover. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adora. I am a multifaceted creative and a professional tattoo artist. Today I want to take you behind the scenes of my process for a tattoo makeover I've done recently. Sometimes you outgrow a tattoo or a style, or the tattoo just doesn't meet your standards today, and that's okay. But today we're helping out my client. Sent me a request saying, I have a cat with bat wings under my right kneecap and I want to continue that theme. Thinking moon or skulls or sparkles, etc. My thoughts are all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm thinking around the cat tattoo or underneath like the calf. I also would like another starter tattoo under my knee that matches the theme of the right one. I've been contemplating on getting another tattoo for over a year, so I'm nervous about making decisions. I have 2 cats in real life, so I was thinking about my new tattoo being another cat, so I can have one represent each cat. Do you think that the 2 cats will look okay, or do you think I should try a different animal? I wanted my other tattoo outline. I don't even know if that's possible, but I just wanted it to look less cheap, lol, if that's possible. I got you. I got you, girl. I got you. Don't worry. I got the vibes down. Celestial, stars, witchy. It's all my vibe. I'm down for it. We're gonna give this kitty a meow cover. Cringe. Reworking another tattoo artist's tattoo can be a delicate and challenging task that requires a combination of technical skill, artistic vision, and clear communication with the client. There are a ton of things to consider before going into it. Before I can accept a project like a rework, I need to know what the tattoo looks like. I've only ever done a few cover-ups and reworks so far, so I want to make sure I'm not biting off more than I can chew. Things I want to look out for is how dark the tattoo is there a ton of shading, is it a muddied mess that I have to somehow cover, how faded is it scarred at all, is it overworked, what part of the body is it located on, does there appear to be like skin issues in the area? In my client's initial request, they sent me a photo of their tattoo. You can see that it's just a simple outline. It's not terrible, but we could definitely give it a makeover. It doesn't appear to be scarred or in a problem area. It's on their shin. Luckily for me, there isn't a ton of shading or details to cover up or work around, so I'm feeling pretty confident that I can make this into something my client will love.
We had a back and forth about their reasonings behind why they didn't like their pre-existing tattoo to help guide my reworking process. And I was able to get their vision and themes that they wanted to incorporate in the tattoo. They sent me a photo of their 2 cats to use as a reference. They wanted a somewhat witchy, celestial vibe in black and gray, which is totally up my alley.
I'm uploading their tattoo to my tablet so I can mess around with the design. My plan is to use the pre-existing lines as a base, but add shading and details to it. One of their cats is black and white like you've seen, and I think that they are the perfect candidate to use as this bat-winged cat. This cat tattoo is between 2 to 3 inches long, so we don't have a ton of space to work with, and I don't want to put too much detail into it because it's such a small space. I want to make sure that the tattoo is still legible down the road. So these tats will be a little more simple compared to my usual work. These lines aren't fine line and really thin, but they also aren't super bold. So I want to keep the line weight the same overall, so that way it doesn't feel that out of place. I wanted to stay in the celestial witchy theme. I'm thinking like clouds and stars, maybe sun and moon. I was messing around with like the idea of like more witchy like mushroom and candles, but I wasn't feeling it. Now, I'm gonna keep the other elements of the tattoo separate from the cat. Just because I'm not sure of the exact measurements, I don't want this to become stencil hell when it comes time to it. Thinking beforehand, you know. With the details I'm adding, I want to clean up and refine some points and put in a lot of black shading to get the resemblance of the cat, but it will also help disguise some of the previous lines there that I don't really care for. As for the other cat, it's an orange cat with some darker orange stripes, and I'm thinking of putting them in the contrasting angel wings with the sun on my client's other leg. I really want to make this makeover seem cohesive, as if my client got this tattoo in one sitting by one person. So to really emphasize that idea, I'm going to keep the designs somewhat symmetrical with a very similar form. The orange cat is going to have the same pose with light variations to still be a little different. And for this cat, we are going to be utilizing shading, but not to disguise the previous lines, rather to build the resemblance to their orange cat. And since we're not using color for this black and gray tattoo, I still want the shading to show the values of the color orange without actually having to use the color orange in the tattoo. And the draft is ready. Before, after. Fast forward to the day of the appointment. My client comes in and I finally get an accurate measurement of the tattoo. Before stenciling, I printed multiple sizes of the design to see which one fit like a glove. This is where the separate components of the design comes into play for me. Because I made the clouds and stars separate from the cat, I don't need to align everything by the millimeter to her pre-existing tattoo. I have room to eyeball it and place it where it looks right with the curves of the human body. See how I cut out just the clouds and stars for this stencil and put it around the cat? Everything could fit perfectly. Now I just have to get the other side kind of symmetrical. Unfortunately, I didn't get any footage of me tattooing the session, but let's just imagine me sitting with my tattoo machine and my client chilling. Me and my client had a bunch of amazing conversations. She was really fun. So, I was just sitting there goofing around and tattooing with her. Sorry, but let's get to the reveal. The before, the after. My client was super happy and absolutely adores their new tattoos. I am so happy I could give this tattoo a makeover and make it spark joy for them. We worked with what we had and created a new cohesive matching piece that symbolizes their beloved feline friends. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for hanging out. Like this video, and I'll see you next time.